Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining once again. This video update, I'm going to tell you 3 things you need to stop saying to yourself. 3 things. I hear these things all the time in the fitness environment that I work in, almost on a daily basis, believe it or not. And people say these things to themselves so much that I truly believe that they really embody the things that they say, because these things that they say impact the results that they get, how they feel, and how they perform during their workouts. Number one, the thing I hear the most, especially with older folks, but actually I'm starting to hear this more and more with people that are in their 20s, is this whole thing of I'm too old or I'm getting old. And that's just a terrible thing to say. It's a terrible thing to manifest, because the bottom line is you don't know how many years you have left, number one. And number two, you need to be confident enough in yourself to pursue your health and wellness regardless of your age. So you shouldn't be saying you're too old. You should be saying, I'm going to try that exercise and I'll make a modification to that exercise if I have to. Saying you're too old is really just giving yourself a built-in excuse and reason not to try new things, not to add a little more weight to the bar, not to do a little bit more cardiovascular. The fact that you're saying you're too old and you're acknowledging that you're too old is all the more reason you should be putting more effort into your workouts, getting up earlier, getting to the gym, and taking advantage of everything you have at your disposal. So stop saying that you're too old to do things. You're not too old. You're not too old. And the truth is, the older you get, the more you need the exercise, the more you need to lift weights, the more you need to do cardiovascular exercise, the more you need to stretch, do yoga, maybe swim, go for a walk. So just because you're getting old or you think you're too old, you got to stop saying that. You got to stop saying that. The second thing that you have to stop saying is, I can't do that. So it could be any exercise. It could be a squat, bench, shoulder press, whatever it is. I'll bring somebody over to the exercise. They haven't even tried the exercise. Sometimes they've never heard of the exercise, but the first words out of their mouth is, I can't do that. And that's before they've even tried it. So change I can't to I'll try. Change I can't to I'll try. So I can't do it now is I'm going to try to do it. And if you try to do it and there's some sort of injury you have with your body, or there's a acute pain, then obviously you would stop that movement and do something different. But just saying you can't right out the gate, that's not a good way to go. You never want to say you can't do something until you've at least tried it. So give whatever activity it is a try first. But I've had people on an exercise and I'll say, okay, we're going to do a set of maybe curls with this weight. I can't do that much. And they haven't even tried it yet. So you've pretty much counted yourself out of getting any success at all, because you haven't even tried to do the exercise or the activity. So that's the second thing. The third thing is time. I heard this just the other day. I don't have any time. Well, you do have some time. Okay, so we all have 24 hours in each day, in the cycle that we live by, with the sun rising and setting. So we have a 24-hour cycle of time. Now, What you choose to do with that time is up to you. So you do have time. We all have 24 hours. What you choose to do with that 24 hours is the most important part. So for instance, and I said this in one of my other videos, you can always tie a healthy fitness-based activity into something that you're already doing. For instance, you know that you're going to take a shower or a bath, I hope at least a few days a week. Most people do every single day. So before you take that shower, 10 push-ups. And then maybe 10 more when you get out of the shower. So you just did 20 push-ups, which a push-up is a full body exercise. It's a metabolism booster. It will build bone density. It will build lean muscle. I've talked before about eating a meal. Okay, you eat meals. You definitely eat a meal, right? So after every meal that you eat, maybe a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk to get the blood flow going, to start the digestive process, to burn a few calories on the back end. So tie something physical and healthy to something that you already do. If you have a job and you say, well, I don't have time to do something healthy and work out because I have a job. If you get a break at your job, most jobs you'll get a break, and on that break, do a physical activity. Every break that you get throughout the week, do 20 squats. Do 20 modified chair push-ups. Walk up and down the stairs at the job for 5 minutes of your break. So if your break is 30 minutes, and I know what you're thinking, man, I deserve my break, I want my break. That's fine. I want you to have your break too, especially if you have a hard job. But take just 5 minutes of that break and maybe do a plank for a couple minutes. Maybe walk up and down the stairs for a few minutes. But don't say you don't have time. Please don't say you don't have time. Squeeze it in to something that you're already doing. So please don't say those three things. They're not helpful for you. They're not going to help you progress. And I want you to progress. I want you to be healthy, and I want you to experience fitness, health, and wellness. So remember, no excuses. You're not too old. You can make a little bit of time, and don't say that you can't do something. Don't say you're too old. Don't say you can't, and don't say you do not have enough time. Squeeze it into something that you're already doing. Hope this has been informative. Have a nice day.